Well, I'm here at the Blues Ladies launch for the new kit, new captain and the new season, and I'm here with coach David Parker and midfielder / striker Coral Haynes. David, first question to you. How do you think the evening's gone? Obviously the kit launch earlier on in the afternoon, and then the captain and the Q&A tonight.
Yeah, I think it's been a very positive day for the football club overall. I mean, we've tried to be as transparent and open as possible within the quick Q&A section to kind of like really get to the fans of what we've been doing, how we've been doing it, and what the plans for the future are. And having people like Easy Group and Adidas come on board shows you the ambitions that they want to be part of this football club.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the kit itself with Adidas, as you say, it's already created a buzz on social media. A lot of people are liking the look of it. Excited obviously because the men's team will be Adidas as well, so it has created a lot of buzz already, so hopefully it can attract more people to the Blues Ladies, as we'll be the first one to wear the Adidas.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, within the kit, hopefully now, I'm sure you'll see the men's fans wearing it in the home stadium. They want to be one of the first ones to put on the Adidas kit. So bringing that together, the more people that are wearing the Birmingham City Ladies badge out and about, whether it be Solihull Moor, St Andrews, out and about in the town of Birmingham, and further afield abroad with our international supporter base group as well. So the more that brand gets recognised, and I think that's hugely important now, that we're recognised as a brand, that it is Birmingham City Ladies and how we want to move forward, that people recognise, and that's synonymous. Adidas and Blues go together now.
Absolutely. Coral, from a player's perspective, how nice, I know the Sondico issue last season, how nice will it be to put on the Adidas shirt for the new season for you and the players?
I think personally, and I'm speaking probably on behalf of the team, it's going to be a massive boost for us as a team, squad, for us to feel good, look good, as well as try and play good as well. I think we're going to feel a lot more comfortable in the Adidas kit, and we're just going to enjoy wearing it.
From the season coming up, obviously we've had a few of the girls at England under 23 level getting back into pre-season now. Everything looking in shape, good for the start of the season for the Arsenal game in a couple of weeks.
I think as a squad we've all been working hard pre-season, whether it's in the gym, on the pitch. I think it's all coming together now. We've had some people be working more on different aspects of their game, and I think we're all on a similar level for us to group in and emerge in to try and strive for a good season ahead, especially the Arsenal game.
David, Emily Westwood named captain, Karis Hera vice captain. They announced on the stage it was a joint effort between coaching staff and players. Obviously, arguably the two most experienced players in the squad. You've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, really happy, and I think the players' feedback as well was vital to the whole process. So within them having their say at who they want to lead them means more than anything, and listening to what Emily was saying and Karis as well, being voted by your peers means more than just being handed the armband by your manager. So from that side, I think really happy with the decision. The way we're moving forward into this new era now, they encapsulate and inspire everything we want to do moving forwards.
And announced also on stage tonight the signing, probably prematurely from your point of view, but of Karina Schroeder, the ex-Liverpool defender. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think an absolute wonderful signing for this football club. I mean, Karina is a great talent, and when she was at Liverpool, she was the best left back in the league, undoubtedly. I know obviously there'll be a few people go, well, about Claire Rafferty and everything else, but Karina on the ball, on her day, one of the best in Europe, and I think she will really make a footmark for this football club and give us a different dimension to our team that we haven't really had before. So like I said, this is the first piece in the jigsaw of a new era for the club, and she's brought in massively to what we want to do. So to have a girl come across from Liverpool, having won back-to-back titles, gone back to Germany, had offers from elsewhere, what we're trying to achieve and strive at this football club with the infrastructure, she's bought into it because she knows what the future's going to hold here.
Absolutely. Carl, from your point of view, Blues probably are seen from most people in the media, in the game, as a club that develops young players like yourselves, but to bring in an experienced international like Schroeder, it must be a good sign from your point of view as well, and exciting to get to play with players like this.
Yeah, definitely. I think after playing against Schroeder and seeing her in the league, I think she seems a very professional player, and I think it's going to take our standard up a lot better, and it's going to just give us all an extra breath of fresh air to be able to fight fight as like defenders or wherever. She's versatile, so she can play anywhere across the back line. On the left side, she's left-footed, left wing. It's going to give us all an extra fight to try and compete with her. Although I think it's just going to be a very good positive move for us, and it's just going to bring our team spirit up a lot more.
Yeah, and just finally a quick word on your new captain and vice captain as well.
I think, like personally, Kez and Woody are massive role models for me on and off the pitch. Woody is great to put her arm around you, make you feel a part of the team, cheer you up, like keep you motivated, be positive towards us. Kez, great laugh. Good to have them both in the changing room, be able to talk to them, because they're sort of players that you can talk to them whenever. Like, they'll be there for you if whatever you need, whether it matters on or off the pitch. It's going to be good for youth players, definitely, to grow up to aspire players and professionals like those two.
Brilliant. Thanks very much both for your answers and your time tonight. See you all for the Arsenal game on the 20th. Thank you. Back here at the BCLFC launch for the new season, and I'm here now with newly appointed captain Emily Westwood. How does it feel to have that accolade against you?
Surprised, shocked, but I'm really honoured and privileged to lead the team out this season. It sounds really strange saying that actually, but we've got a squad of 20 odd this season, and they're all going to be leaders in their own right. But I'm looking to, carry on as normal from myself. I'm not going to change. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and looking forward to leading them out this season.
Obviously, from a personal point of view, seeing you in the first few years at centre half alongside someone like Laura Bassett, who led the team so well, would you say that someone like Bassett, playing alongside her, you pick up her traits as captain and lead in a similar manner?
I'd like to think that I've learnt from Laura, obviously Kaz last year as well, and there's been many great captains that I've played with at Everton, with England, and I just want to be me, and I just want to I've been chosen for a reason for my personal traits on and off the field, and I just want to be me, and I will have learnt a lot from Laura, Karen, all the other captains that I've played with, so I'm sure I'll be able to take little snippets from great things in their captain roles. So I just want to be me, and I just want to lead them as I would.
Out of the WSL1 teams, you probably look at the Blues squad. Outsiders would look at the Blues ladies squad now and say it is the most tight knit. It's one of the youngest. So your role and Karis's role as, if you don't mind me saying, the more experienced players in that squad, I think from a personal point of view, again, it's a great choice, and I can see why the players have done that. Just quickly onto pre-season. There was a friendly yesterday, I'm led to believe. How are everything going with pre-season training in the build-up to that Arsenal game?
Yeah, great. We've been in now for a while. Carl Green, new sports scientist, along with obviously the backroom staff, have worked really hard to devise a programme for us. We've been working really hard. The girls have put a shift in as expected in pre-season, because that's what it's all about, getting prepared, ready for the season. But football-wise, everyone's excited. It's not only myself and Karis who've got the experienced heads. We've got Jo Potter in there as well, Alex Windell, and Jade, Remy. So they're all in there. They're all good leaders, good experienced leaders. And as far as pre-season's concerned, we've worked really hard, and we're all looking ready for the game against Arsenal. We've still got 2 weeks yet to go, so we can work on things football-wise and obviously physically. So we'll be continuing to work hard until obviously the first game comes.
That Arsenal game in the FA Cup, last 16 stage. Last season in the similar stage, we were drawn at home to league winners Liverpool, who had, similarly to Arsenal this year, brought a few new players in. Do you think that, as last season, the continuity in our squad and the togetherness would hopefully cause a few problems for Arsenal? Maybe they haven't gelled enough, and we can have caused a few surprises early on in the season.
Yeah, they have strengthened Arsenal. Obviously, Liverpool's our first game of the season as well. 2 really tough games to open the season. From our point of view, we've worked hard. The girls that have come in, the youngsters, really got stuck into it, in pre-season, really showed their worth in the team. Hard work, determination, being really positive in that first game against Arsenal and hoping to cause. Clearly they're favourites. We didn't have great results against them last season, but I think if we can go in there and give it our all, cause a bit of an upset. Arsenal might not fancy it that day. They're coming away to Blues, and I don't think they like that particularly much. So we'll make it difficult for them as possible, and hopefully try and win the game.
And finally, as we're here for the kit launch, you were here earlier on for the 2 o'clock kit launch. Thoughts on the Adidas branch as it is, sponsoring Blues ladies, sponsoring Blues men as well, but obviously the ladies will have the first dig at the kit. So it's, there's been a lot of buzz on social media already about the kit, so it's a good sign for Blues ladies, and obviously nice for the players to wear that kit as well.
Yeah, the kit's lovely, really great design, and I suppose, as you would expect from Adidas being such a massive brand throughout the world, the quality of the kit's really nice. Here tonight at the launch event, we've sold 40 shirts already, and I think that surpasses last year's shirt total from the whole of the season. So testament to Adidas, and obviously the guys that have got that deal here at Blues. Really looking forward to wearing it throughout the season, and obviously training in it too.
Brilliant. Emily, thanks very much. See you on the Arsenal game for the FA Cup. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
At the BCLFC launch, and I'm now with Birmingham ladies and England under-23 international Aoife Mannion. Aoife, welcome.
Hiya.
Start with England then. You're just telling me you've just literally arrived back in the country today from your England under-23 camp. How did that go?
Great. I was over there for 10 days in Spain with the England under-23s. We played 3 games against Germany, USA and Sweden. We beat Germany 1-0, drew against Sweden 1-1, and we lost against USA 1-0. Great camp. Love the people on it, but really happy to get back to Blues now.
That Germany win, you glossed over it quite quickly there, but I think it deserves a bit more credit. A nation that is renowned for its youth, and to beat them at under 23 level is a really big coup for England.
Definitely. It's the first time I've ever been in a team that's beaten Germany. The last time I played them we lost 5-1, and the time before that we lost 7-0 back at under 15. So it just shows how far the women's game in England has come on, and it was a real pleasure to walk off the pitch having put in a good performance as a team and actually got a result, which isn't something that a lot of England teams can say against Germany.
Absolutely. We'll move on to Blues now, here with the Adidas kit launch. Your initial thoughts on the new kit?
So exciting, it looks so fresh, looks so good. We're branded by our new principal sponsor, Easy Group, on our shirts, and of course Adidas as well. It took me by surprise, absolutely love it, can't wait to wear the kit. We always wear the badge with pride, no matter who we're branded and sponsored by, but this year we'll have that added feeling of sweetness.
Obviously, being a Blues fan yourself, wearing that badge with the Adidas kit, there's been a lot of buzz on social media already about the kit. The men's team are going to be wearing Adidas next season. How good would it be to see, towards the end of this season, a few of the men's fans coming to this ground watching the men's team wearing the Blues ladies shirt, because obviously it's Adidas and they're getting ready for next season?
That would just be the dream. It would be the next step in bringing together in bringing together the men and the women's side within the club, and there's been great steps this year to do that and to incorporate the women's club into the men. So the next step forward would, of course, to be to widen our fan base to a lot of the people that support the men's games, and I think we've already taken great steps to make that.
And finally, a quick word on your new captain and vice captain, Emily Westwood and Karis Hera.
So happy to have them. We did things a bit differently this year. We actually put the vote to the players, and I know I voted for Kez and Woody, as a lot of people would have done. The manager said it was a unanimous decision. I think there was a feeling of such happiness that both of them are in the position that they are. They're great people on and off the pitch. Lovely to be around. Everyone wants to talk to them. So much to learn from them. Woody has had so many years of experience. Kez a little bit younger, but again, she's been at Blues from day dot really, and she really epitomises what Blues is all about and the culture that we want to create in the club going forward.
Absolutely, and Karis, obviously your centre half partner as well, so learning all the time from someone like her.
Definitely, she's so experienced, and there's so much that I can take from her game and try and put into my game. And as I grow as a player at Birmingham City, a lot of my successes will be down to learning bits and bobs from her, and she's such a nice person as well, which makes it all the more easier and enjoyable.
And finally, obviously, Tilton Talk Show, a Blues radio show. Just a quick thought on the bottom of the Premier League at the moment?
Absolutely love it.
Aoife, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And final interview of the night with newly appointed vice captain Karis Hera. Welcome, Karis.
Hello, thank you.
First of all, you're obviously nominated by your peers, your fellow professionals, and the management for vice captain role. Proud moment?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's always nice to be voted by your fellow players. I kind of had it last season, obviously winning Players Player of the Season. That was a massive moment for me last season, and kind of obviously taking it in again to the start of this season. The girls put me in as vice captain, so yeah, very proud and privileged moment, and I hope I can do them proud.
Obviously, last season we finished the season really well, but throughout the whole season I thought defensively the combination of you and Mannion at the back was a real bedrock to how we set up, hoping for the same again this season.
Of course, I mean, especially as a defender, I'm always looking to kind of make sure the goals are staying out of our net. And
I heard you scored yesterday though.
Yeah, I did, yeah. So I've been drifting up the pitch a bit more in pre-season, which is nice. I scored a nice little cheeky header. But that's one of the fans has actually set me a target of getting 5 goals this season, so the pressure's on now. But yeah, obviously being a defender, my kind of main job really is to limit the amount of goals. And I remember actually seeing the stats at the end of last season. I think in the whole league we were up there in the top. I think it was in the top 3 for the amount of defensive record, but say going forward it probably wasn't as great, but that's something that the management in particular will look at and look to work on and improve on. But I mean, if me and Aoife can kind of and obviously all the other girls at the back as well, and obviously Sophie in goal, if we can even go 1 or 2 better and concede less goals this season, then yeah, we'll be really happy with that.
You just mentioned there Sophie Bagley, who will be in goal behind you as our number 1 this season. Finished the season last season, watched her a couple of times in the development games. Really promising young keeper. Obviously learnt from Becky Spencer last year, so a lot of promise for her this season.
Yeah, Sophie's a great keeper. People forget how young she is. I mean, I think she's only still 18, so that's very young in terms of playing and starting in the WSL. But yeah, we've got a lot of high hopes for Sophie. She's had a really good, solid pre-season. She's been performing well. And yeah, she did learn a lot of Becky, but Becky's moved on now to pastures new. But Sophie obviously came in at the end of last season and made some great saves and really had some good performances. So I'm sure she'll be looking to carry that on this season as well.
For someone who's been at the club for so long, 10 years-ish now, playing in the first team, that is, from the start of the WSL 1, Blues ladies have always been written off by so-called experts, pundits, as they also ran, no chance of winning the league. We've constantly battled against that and overcome that. Is there a sense that sense of unity and togetherness amongst the big teams spending money, throwing money at people, that togetherness will will set us in good stead for the season ahead?
I'd agree it will, yes. I mean, we've always kind of been the underdogs. So the fact, the club's supposedly hasn't got any money, which I suppose in comparison to the other teams it hasn't, but I think being the underdogs has actually always been to our benefit, and we there's no pressure really, I suppose, if you're underdogs. The pressure's always on the so-called bigger teams, and we have actually thrived on that. So, again this season, people will write us off and say that we're going to be relegated, but it gives us more drive to want to prove those people wrong, and that's exactly what we're looking to do this season.
And finally, what we're here for today, the kit launch as well. Adidas as the sponsor. After last couple of seasons, really nice to get. There's been a lot of buzz on social media already about it. Really nice to get Adidas under the belt, and a really nice kit for the start of the season.
Absolutely. I mean, it makes a huge difference to us as players, but also I think to the fans as well. The fact we've got Adidas on board, the kit's looking lovely, and it's kind of exactly what us girls want. Some of the girls are a bit conscious of how they look sometimes. Everyone wants to look good on the pitch.
Surely not,
don't they? Yeah, that's just women for you. So I think it will just that mental advantage. It will make a slight advantage when you walk out on the pitch and you're kind of wearing a lovely kit, and it's just nice talking to all the fans as well. They're really happy with the kit and they really like the design, and they're all already inquiring about getting the match kit, but also some of the training kit as well that we're in at the minute as well. So the fact there's a lot of interest is really good, and hopefully we'll get some good kit sales this year.
Absolutely. Karis, thank you very much. Good luck for the season, and we'll see you on the Arsenal game in the FA Cup.
Thank you very much. Cheers.